Thanks for staying with us and welcome to Business News. The commencement date for the new check standard is now expected to take off on April the 1st, and that's according to the central bank. In a statement released on Friday, the CBN says the shift in the date from January the 1st to March the 31st is due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the Nigeria check standard and the Nigeria check Printers Accreditation Scheme version 2.0 project. Meanwhile, the CBN says the old and new check are allowed to coexist at a parallel run until March 31st, while only new checks will be allowed in the clearing system from the 1st of April 2021. In October last year, the bank approved the revised Nigeria check standards and Nigeria check Printers Accreditation Scheme in efforts to improve safety and efficiency system. Meanwhile, the central bank says it will sanction international money transfer operators which are still paying diaspora remittances to beneficiaries in Nigeria. In a statement released on Friday, the CBN explained that its recent directive on the remittances was aimed at promoting transparency and significantly improve the inflow of foreign currency into the country. The financial markets regulator warns that strict penalties, including withdrawal of operating licenses, shall be imposed on any individual and or institutions found to be aiding and abetting or directly contravening these directives. Last month, the CBN directed IMTOs and commercial banks in the country to pay beneficiaries of diaspora remittances in foreign currencies in a bid to strengthen the foreign exchange market. Now, the federal government's bond for January, which is worth 150 billion naira, have been oversubscribed by 88.28 billion naira. According to the Debt Management Office, the results of the auction on Wednesday this week, the total subscription received from investors for the bonds was 238.28 billion naira. This comprises 91.84 billion naira for 16.28% of March 2027 bonds, 106.37 billion naira for 12.5% of March 2035 bonds, and 40.07 billion naira for 9.6% of July 2045 bonds. The auction result further shows that out of the 125, 99 and 77 total bids for the tenures, 73, 44 and 28 bids were successful. And away from business news, Larry King, giant of US broadcasting, who achieved worldwide fame for interviewing political leaders and celebrities, has died at the age of 87. Mr. King conducted an estimated 50,000 interviews in a 6-decade career, which included 25 years as host of the popular CNN talk show Larry King Live. Talk show host, famous for his braces and rolled-up sleeves, had faced several health problems in recent years, including heart attacks. According to a media production company he co-founded, he died at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. Earlier this month, he was treated in hospital for COVID-19. Hundreds of people have been detained as police try to stop nationwide protests in Russia in support of jailed opposition politician Alexei Navalny. Mr. Navalny's wife, Yulia, said she had also been detained at a protest in Moscow, where tens of thousands have gathered. They were met by large numbers in the capital's Pushkin Square and beaten back with batons. Mr. Navalny, President Vladimir Putin's most high-profile critic, called for protest after his arrest last weekend. He was detained on January 17th after he flew back from Moscow to Moscow from Berlin, where he had been recovering from a near-fatal nerve agent attack in Russia last August. A second coronavirus vaccine manufacturer warned of issues to the European Union, compounding frustration in the bloc. AstraZeneca says a production problem means the number of initial doses available would be lower than expected. The fresh blow comes after some nations' inoculation programs were slow of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. The EU Health Commissioner had dissatisfaction at the news. Meanwhile, tens of thousands of people in Hong Kong are at home in the city's first coronavirus lockdown. Authorities say about 10,000 people living in buildings in a restricted area of the Kowloon Peninsula must stay at home until they've all been tested. They are aiming to finish the process of testing everyone within about 48 hours so that people can return to work on Monday. The move comes amid a surge in coronavirus cases in the area. Well, let's check in on some sports news now. We begin with the English FA Cup, where Southampton dumped holders Arsenal from the competition. Gabriel Martinelli scored an own goal in the 24th minute of the game, and Arsenal, with a record 14 titles, could not find the off the net. Gabriel is the first Arsenal player to score an own goal in the FA Cup since Alex Chamberlain against Sunderland in February 2012. Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has dismissed accusations that they played an ultra-defensive game in the goalless league match against Liverpool as they had to face them again on Sunday in the FA Cup. Solskjaer maintained that they tried to press Liverpool high up the field but struggled in their efforts to keep their rivals pegged.
That's completely... For me, I don't understand that one. We kept giving it away. So it's the quality of what we did. We need to do better. We tried to press them high. It's not easy. They played well. They played the way out of our press. We didn't go out there to drop deep and try to soak up the pressure. They had midfielders out there to play out, plus a keeper who's very capable.
Well, in the NBA, James Harden says the Brooklyn Nets must be more engaged on defense after a second successive loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers again exposed their weakness. Harden insisted that all their scoring power will be negated if they leak too many points to the opposition, as they did in slide into Friday's 125-113 defeat. The former Houston Rockets player believes a